So you've got a double whammy. You've got two fronts. One is to lie to the public so that you have your excuses to bring in your global system. And two, you've got to shut up those that are speaking the truth and thus exposing the lie. And that's what we're seeing. That's why, I mean, and this is an important point. Where does the real power lie? It lies with the truth. It doesn't lie with the lies. You can see behind me how big this room is. This is my little office where I do all my work and have done so for 10, 12 years, turning out the books and all the rest of it. And I'm currently sitting 13,000 miles away from the Australian government. One bloke. And yet they are seeking to delay a speaking visa, where I'm supposed to speak in a number of Australian cities in July, because they fear the information that I'm going to circulate. And Australia, I mean, there was an Australian politician said in Parliament, or a video I saw this week, he is saying Australia is in a pre-police state situation. I would take the pre away if you look at what's happening in Australia with a situation. So another take a breath, take a step back, look at it again, in which people are being denied benefits from the government if they don't have their children vaccinated according to the government's vaccination schedule. Now, if anyone wants a definition of a tyranny, then give me one better than that. But what they don't want, because that's the lie, that's bringing in the system. They don't want the truth to challenge the lie. And the fact that they are frightened of me coming into their country and just talking about 3-4 events, when I'm just one bloke, just shows the power of information. And I'm looking at that headline now. This is a point that I want to pick up from what you were talking about earlier. The number of people at the center of this global web who are doing this in full knowledge and awareness of what they're doing is very, very small. And they have to manipulate other people to play out their desires, their agenda, called government administrators and politicians and others. They have to manipulate people in uniform to impose their agenda once the laws have been passed by others. And they have to keep people in the dark of what is actually going on. And to do that, given there's 7 billion people in the world, you have to enlist, through manipulation and programming, large numbers of those people to police each other. An analogy I used many years ago is that people laugh at sheep because they, run from the sheepdog and follow the one in front. But humanity, in large numbers, has out-sheeped the sheep. At least the sheep need a sheepdog to keep them in line. Humans keep each other in line. And, of course, that is the whole foundation of what's called political correctness.
Hi, media. Can I talk to you?
No, you need to get out.
Well,
you need to get out.
No, I don't.
You need to get out.
I actually don't.
All right. Hey, who wants to help me get this reporter out of here? I need some muscle over here. Help me get him out. Who's going to help me?
Are you documenting? What are you doing?
I'm documenting.
Okay, well,
you need to get out.
Walk
you need to get out.
This is public property.
Yeah, I know, that's a really good one. I'm a communication faculty and I really get that argument. But you need to go. You need to go. You need to go.
So please respect these people's wishes. I think it's very simple.
I didn't see you respecting that reporter.
Do you want us to walk you out?
Well, they very politely asked you to leave, and I'm happy to walk out with you. I know. And they very politely asked you just go.
You can go.
Come on, man. You're looking really right now.
Can you leave?
Coffee!
Coffee! You can go. You can go.
You need to go now.
You need to respect us, man.
We're asking you to go, please. We are asking you to
You're in here.
I know his name.
You have to go.
In here.
I know people's names.
This dude right here is trying to record. I'm allowed to do that.
Where's the police? The police
The police cannot do anything about that.
Well, you have to go.
Everybody else.
You gotta go.
You're not getting anything out of being here, bro. Like, you're really not getting anything out of being here. Come on now.
Can you all
Go out with everyone else. Everyone else is there with you.
He wants to go out. Pretty bad. And don't let him back in.
Personal property.
Yeah, let's get Graham. Let this go. We gotta let this guy
You
out.
need to help. You guys need to make room for this guy to come through. He shouldn't be in here. No. And don't let him back in. Let's walk away. We got
a whole foundation of what's called political correctness, which is the insane seeking to silence the intelligence.
Absolutely.
The intelligent, in my view.
And they're moving on every front. Go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. And it's getting more and more extreme. When I read what's happening in United States universities, it's extraordinary. But what they're doing is recruiting the slaves to enslave the slaves. And this is what political correctness is. You start out here and you have debate. You have different views. You have people having access to different views and different information and having the right, oh my goodness me, they'll call the police, to make a decision on that information. And then political correctness is squeezing it in league with other situations until what's left is only the official version of everything, which is the lie. And what's amazing is that people who would otherwise say, oh yeah, freedom of speech, when someone says something they don't like, instead of saying, well, actually, I think that's wrong because, the response is always ban them, silence them. And anyone who says that, and there's many on the left who say that, of course, all the time, don't tell me you are in favor of a free society. Don't tell me you believe in freedom, because you are a key part of the tyranny. Without people like you, the few in the background who are running the tyranny couldn't play the tyranny out. Wake up before you, in the end, become a victim of the tyranny. And so do your children and grandchildren.
Well, David, that's absolutely right. And again, places like